So the Halo Warbound dropped about a month ago, and here's my thoughts on it so far. So with this Warbound, you get 2 different outfits with matching backgrounds and capes, 4 different weapons, and skins for your vehicle, your mech, and also for your aircraft. But the part that I'm going to focus on are going to be the outfit and going to be the weapons. Those are the ones that I use. I normally don't use mech, and I don't really care about the skin for the vehicles or the aircraft. So for my first run through, I'm going to use the traditional ODST outfit along with the suppressed submachine gun as well as a suppressed or, silenced pistol, if you will. So before I get started, I have to say, man, shout out to this collaboration through Helldivers and Halo. I absolutely love this armor. This is the reason why I bought Helldivers, was to get that Halo experience, something that I always thought the game should look like and the direction it should go into as far as like really being thrown into war in a third-person perspective. Now, starting off with the suppressed submachine gun, I love the aesthetics of this gun, but I also love the way that it feels. The handling is pretty good. It does a lot of damage, or decent damage, to those who have, light armor, and a decent amount of damage to those who have like medium armor. It isn't as effective, but on the bugs, this gun works really well. I love the fact that it holds steady. I'm not really too on point when you have to like aim in to get like a better focus. I don't like that whole line up, but in the same degree, or to the same degree, it's a submachine gun, right? You don't really use it for like, down the sight type of aim. You kind of just, hold it out and fire. And that's what you do, and that's what it's really good at. Another thing that I love about this, as far as it being a primary weapon, and this isn't anything that's special or different from any other submachine gun in the game, but it's the fact that when you're running away from enemies, you can actually use it one-handed to keep them off of you. Especially the predators or the other ones that are very aggressive, it works really good with making them jump back after they receive enough damage to give you that space and breathing room to either stem or call in support or whatever it is you may need. This weapon, for me personally, gets a solid A. So moving over to the SOCOM pistol, this one is very similar to the submachine gun. It feels good in the hand, the aiming is good, it's nice and steady. All of those things are great. I don't like looking down the sights of handguns, and this one is no exception. It just doesn't seem like you're accurate at all. There's no, crosshair to be able to see where you're aiming. I just don't like it. But overall, I mean, it's a pretty solid pistol. I don't think it does anything better than anyone else as far as it being like more quieter and this, that, and the other. And like I've read and seen on other reviews, as long as an enemy goes down in front of another enemy or their buddy, they're going to alert them anyway. So the suppression really doesn't matter unless you're really into the role playing and having like that full ODST look, which I'm really accustomed to having. So on this outfit, I always roll with these 2 weapons as my primary and secondary. Now, to show off and display Halo's iconic assault rifle, I had to bring in the GOAT himself. I had to go ahead and drop in Master Chief. There was nobody who was going to do it justice the way that this guy was going to do it. So when it comes down to this assault rifle, when it comes to the aesthetic and the design of it, it's a literal pull from the Halo franchise over to Helldivers, and I absolutely love that about it. Now, if you're a Halo fan, I know that you agree with me on that, but this is kind of where things begin to change up, because pertaining to the ergonomics of this weapon, this is where it's a bit challenging. Just shooting, like aiming and shooting from like the hip sort of kind of deal, the ergonomics of this weapon is a bit off. It feels good in the hand, don't get me wrong, but as far as like being able to hold it steady and its aim and precision, you don't get that unless you aim down sight. And that's when you go into the first person classic Halo style of play. And I love the fact that they did that, because it literally feels like you're playing Halo. This is where it really shines out of this entire pack for me, is with this weapon. Right? So if you're a Halo fan, you're definitely going to love the weapon, but I have to admit that there are better assault rifles in the game. But anytime that I'm using my ODST skins or I'm using my Halo skin, I'm always throwing on this weapon, no question of a doubt, apart from the submachine gun and using the other ODST skin. But you guys get what I'm saying. So next on the list is the Halo shotgun, and we're going to give the same blessing to the assault rifle that we give to the shotgun by having our guy Emil actually demonstrate this. From Halo Reach, he was the one that carried the shotgun around, had the dog armor with the skull on the helmet, all that kind of stuff, man. Just love this guy to death. Plus, he was a brother, but they never showed that, but I know he was. Anywho, the shotgun itself, man, is just, it's a beast. Even though it's light armor penetrating, I'll use this against medium armor enemies, and it still stuns them, pushes them back. Now, it doesn't work all the time, but majority of the time, I never have an issue with it. It's my go-to shotgun, and it's one that I think that Halo fans would definitely be pleased with. Even being just a Helldiver fan, not really more so of Halo, I still think that you would like the shotgun overall, because the way that it handles is good, the spread damage is good, the damage that it deals out itself is good, though it still takes quite a bit of, you know, bullets to kill like the enemy that's currently in front of me. And I have to mention that you'll run out of ammo many times, not because you don't have any in your pack or in your pouch or whatever, but for the fact that you'll just be trying to, you know, kill the enemy, and you have to load these one by one, right? You can't have like a whole clip or a cartridge you just put into the shotgun and it goes that way, which is more quicker. No, everyone is one by one, and I find myself many times just emptying out the shotgun and not loading it back up. So if you can master that, I think that that'd be an even stronger benefit from you. I haven't got it because I just haven't got that rhythm yet, but nonetheless, that doesn't take away from, you know, how effective this weapon still is. Now, moving over to our last skin, the Recon skin. This is probably and arguably the best skin in the game. I mean, the drip, especially when you put on like the lean, you know, body style. This right here, man, is just completely dripped out. With the matching ODST cape, I didn't buy that part of it. I didn't really care for it, but it goes perfectly with the outfit. This is just one that you just have to have. And I didn't even use it for like 3 weeks after I bought the pack, because I was so stuck on the Hell Jumper fit. But this one right here, man, this one really stole the show for me. It's just the gloss and the shine that it has once you know, exit out and you see yourself on a ship. Just how your person looks in it, like just all of the dynamics of this outfit is just boss. And I have to admit, I've never really cared about this outfit, especially the helmet. In past Halo games, it was always an easy pass for me, or a hard pass, however you want to put it. But in this game, it made me like it. Like, I just couldn't help but to respect it. Like, especially going against the Illuminants, right? With the certain kind of lighting that they have on the planets of their takeover with their spaceships and all that little creepy squid stuff that's going on. Like, it really shows the colors and make them just like floss and give them a type of, you know, sparkle that adds to the design that just really just speaks out, man. Like, this armor is one that I know that you will not be disappointed with, Halo fan or not. It's, for me, it's a must-have. Now, it is sad that this armor doesn't come with any special, like, you know, abilities or, you know, benefits or gains. But to be honest, I don't really play the game for those when I'm looking for outfits. I look for one that I primarily like to wear, and if I'm going up against a certain enemy, then yeah, I'm going to probably have to switch to something else, like one that's more fire resistant when going up against the dragon roaches and this, that, and the other. But for my day-to-day play, for this to have no type of effect on it or whatever, like, it's perfectly fine for me. That's not a downside to me. It's all about the design and the aesthetics of it, and it gives me everything that I'm looking for. So yeah, that's going to do it for me. Let me know in the comment section below if you guys are thinking about buying the Warbound. Did you buy the Warbound? And if you did buy the Warbound, then what was your most favorite items that was in there? I know for me personally, it was the iconic Halo assault rifle, and surprisingly, the freaking Recon skin, which I didn't think that I would like, but I actually did. This Warbound has brought more fun to the game than I think I could have just achieved with just, you know, playing it, you know, basic. So the crossover that they did, or the collaboration that they did with Halo, was definitely one that I think was well worth it. The Xbox numbers are showing exactly just that, right? With reaching, I think, like 1 million or something like that, or at least close to it. And that's very impressive. So with that being said, it's your boy, oh no, not another reviewer, and I'm out.